I'm the Hooded Lid and welcome to my channel. I'm not really sure this is going to be my introduction because this is going to be several days. But I have been seeing people do the Denona Metropolis palette, and I want to look at the NYX palette again. If you haven't seen me work with this, it is the NYX Swear By It palette. It's available in NYX stores and on their website, and as these new palettes are coming out, I'm kind of looking at this going, can I do a similar look? So I recently saw KinkySweat's do something with Metropolis, and I'm going to try to recreate at least one of those looks, and today I'm doing her final look. And I just have a couple of notes what she did. So I'm going to move in a little bit, not too much, because really you'll thank me, and get started. Alright, on my lids I have this brilliant product from Bare Minerals. It's called 5-in-1. I don't know if they still make this, but they had them in a ton of shades and I bought 3 of them. And I don't know what the 5 things are, but it's brilliant because it conceals everything. You can use it as an eyeshadow. So this one is, kind of my tone, just blocks out everything. It sets very nicely with powder. It's not sticky. There goes my dog. And it also has sunscreen in it, which I don't think this, for instance, has sunscreen in it. And sunscreen is something I don't want to put on my eyes, the same thing I put on my face, because it's too runny, and if you start to sweat, it's going to get in your eyes and make a mess. So this is kind of a brilliant product. I hope they still make it. If they don't, my question is, why not? Bare Minerals, why are you not making this anymore? I have it in a dark one too, because I thought it'd be a great base if I do dark colors, which I do, like never. But I have the option. All right, I'm going to do the greenish look. She started in the transition. Take my favorite transition brush, and she did a greeny brown. There is not a greeny brown in this palette. But I'm going to take the coolest brown I can find and mix it with this olive. But not bad. Let's see what happens. Good. I think I hit the spot. And when I'm doing these little comparison things, like looking at somebody else's look and trying to see if I can recreate it with something I already have, really important to keep in mind that my eye shape is different than almost everybody's. So I'm not going to get the exact same look, but I think I can get the same color story. I have a beagle in case I didn't edit that out, and there are certain people who carry dog treats, and when they come here, she goes out to the balcony and bays her little head out, letting them know she is waiting for her treat. So my neighbor's gardener and the UPS men are the prime suspects. But generally, she has come to expect that men in trucks are going to be giving her something. So, utility guy, anyone in a truck, she's like, hey, how you doing? My name's Lucy, and I want a treat. All right. So there's actually, I like this so much, I could just leave it at that, but we're going to continue. Then she took a forest green for the outer V. I'm going to mix this green here, which is a little too dark, with this green here. Let's see what we get. Nice. Really nice. Now she kind of took it out like that. That will be a little harder for me, but it looks like I just did that. Some of these shades are duds, but a lot of them are really creamy and nice. Now you can see the pigmentation isn't the same, but to touch them, they're quite soft and are creamy. To hit into them, they're a little dusty, but I'm just gonna, build up on that. So this is the darker green by itself. And then I'll go into that lighter green by itself. That's not too far off from what she was doing. I'm not going to do this eye because this eye is a hot mess. If you've never seen me do an eye video, let me just tell you, I'm 109 years old. I have puffiness and darkness and crepiness, and on this eye, and hoodedness. On this eye I have a fat pad, which is very difficult. It doesn't look like things are staying there, but they are, like if you do this. But when you look straight ahead, it's like, why is there a blank spot? And it just makes this eye look like I have no idea what I'm doing, which I kind of don't. But getting them to match really hard, and I usually start with this one. But since I'm demonstrating not a technique here, but a palette, I'm just going to do the good eye. Okay, forest green. Then she did an olivey gold metallic. There is not an olivey gold metallic, but there is this olive here, and just draw something, this olive here, and I think I'm just going to go for that and then maybe put a metallic on top. This is not a matte, so this has a little shimmer to it, but I wouldn't say it's metallic. And I do think a flat brush would work for this, so let's take a flat. Yeah. This just might be the olivey metallic when you put it on this way. It's pretty. I'm going to put this other thing on top of it to see if that helps it out. And this shade, it looks taupe, but it has gold shimmers in it, so when you swatch it, it doesn't have that taupe look. Well, it's kind of looking taupe now, though. It's making this look gold now. So I'm going to go back to that green, wipe this off and go back to the green. Such a pretty mossy green. So I essentially have, I had a lot full out. Yeah, just noticed that. Hi, baby. Did you get some cookies? Let's see what else she did. And then she did a top metallic, a taupe metallic over and under the rim. I guess I'll do that color that I just used, even though it doesn't read taupe when you put it on. It's the closest thing I have. So I'm just going to keep on going with this green because I kind of changed it. And now it looks like a dirty yellow. And I'm going to take a matte olive, or chartreuse really, just to get that green nature back in. So this was my mistake, it's not the palette's mistake. Okay, camera stopped and I'm not sure where it stopped. I'm going to take this one and do the under eye. She used something that was taupey, and this is not going to read very taupe, I don't think, because there's gold flecks in this. Yeah, it's looking a little more bronzy than taupey. It's pretty though. Now I'm going to try to get this fallout away. I have no idea when that happened. And I'm going to get a little something something to work on the edges. So I'm going to take the brush sideways. Well, you know what I mean, this way. And just blend the edges. And this is very pretty. And I don't think it's terribly far off from what she did. Is it the same? No, it's the same. But I think that's very, very pretty. Eyes open, eyes shut. You know, consider my eye shape, but I'm digging it. I do feel like it needs to be blended for my taste just a little bit more. So I'm going to get 2 and 7 and take a color that looks like it's a matte neutral peach-ish. Okay, it's still a night look, but I think it's really pretty. So that's look number 1. I think it's fairly successful. I'm partly inclined to try another look, but I'm also afraid because my eye situation over here, as I mentioned. Okay, I'm going to try another look. I'm going to try the blue look that she did. Now this might be a little scary. There might be a lot of fallout on this, so I'm just going to get a paper towel and I'm going to do this navy. Wow, this is scary because I can't hold my mirror and I'm looking at another mirror here. In other words, I'm not seeing anything. This is such a dark color to be doing that with. You know what? I'm just going to risk fallout. Ooh, pretty. From what I can see, this color is very, very, very close. So this one right here. I'm not flipping you off, sorry about that. Very close to the color in the Metamorphosis palette. I'm just going to build it a teeny bit. Just kind of wiggle it in. Not bad, especially for my bad eye. Okay, notes. So for the blue, she did the midnight blue all over the lid and underneath. Oh, here goes nothing. I don't like doing underneath because I think it really emphasizes my circles, my crepiness, my darkness, the whole jabeel, and makes the eyes look smaller. I'm just pinching this brush and hazing. And yeah, me no likey. Gonna clean this up a little bit. All right, notes. Okay, midnight blue, then she went all over the lid and then under. She did a rosy brown for the transition and deepened the V. Rosy brown. I'm gonna try this mixed with this and see what happens. I'll mix them on my hand first. Kind of got this, not horrible. And she was putting that up in her transition. When you're hooded, and if you don't pull out like this, a look like this is just going to pull your eye down and make you look like a frickin' basset hound. Not a look I'm going for. So I'm going back to that blue and I'm going to have to pull that out. Okay, cleaning is going to be necessary, but let's go back. And then she just did a peachy metallic in the inner corner. So in the metallic areas, I have a goldy, okay, that's kind of peachy. I'm going to use this one. It doesn't look peach here, but it does have a peach look when it's on, and it's right under that peach matte. So you know that these are done by colors, so the peach is at the top, all the tones underneath it have peach in them. And she did that in the inner corner. And now I need to clean. This is a baby wipe. I keep baby wipes for a couple of reasons. One, personal hygiene. Two, to clean my dog. So after we go on a hike or something, she's a little dusty, but she doesn't really like taking baths very much. And it is a pain in the neck to give her a bath. She always acts like I'm killing her. So I use them for that. And three, many professional makeup artists keep baby wipes on hand because they are brilliant at getting lipstick out of fabric. And, you know, if you've ever gotten a red lipstick on a white crisp shirt, you know what it feels like to just be devastated. My NARS Soft Matte in Custard, and I just noticed, looking in the mirror, that I hadn't cleaned up where my glasses rubbed off my foundation. That's very common for me, and it's also a little common for me not to check that. I look at everything else, like the foundation and whatnot, but I always forget, not always, but often forget to check that. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. This is the blue one, and I did it differently than she did for sure. I had to. My eye shape called for it. And this is the green one. And, you know, her blue one was very simple. It was really three things. It was the blue, it was the rosy brown, and it was a coppery, what do I have here? A peachy, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the green eye, which is just take that peach matte color and blend everything out a little bit because it's a little scary for daytime. So the eyes will almost match, except they'll be different colors. And people will be like, what the hell's going on? I have got to lay the pipe down, man. And there he goes. So those are two looks that kind of hit what she did for the Metamorphosis, and I like them both. This one, the blue went a little higher, so it almost opens up the eye or makes the eye look bigger, and this one I just do more of an elongated look, and I think they both kind of hit the spot. Anyway, that's me for a goof. Having a little fun, being inspired by other women who have put together really pretty looks and seeing if I can get them done myself. And I think I kind of hit the spot. I don't even mind that they are two different colors. I honestly might leave the house like this just to kind of make people wonder what's going on. Thanks so much for coming. I hope it was informative to you. I have a feeling I was looking in my monitor more than I was looking in the camera, and for that I apologize. Some days you just have days like that, you know what I mean? Anyway, I hope it was helpful to you. When the Metamorphosis comes out, which will be in a few days, I'm absolutely going to take a look at it and see if it's something that I really want to have, or if this NYX is kind of going to cover me, and we'll go from there. I still haven't decided, out of the new palettes coming out, if I'm going to buy a new one. It's so amazing. And just, I'm craving something new, and yet I'm being really careful about it. I don't want to just buy something spur of the moment when I could be buying like a skincare product instead. Something that will definitely benefit me. or do a palette that I may or may not use because while I love the colors, they're not really for me. You know the story. It's just about being smart about how you're spending your money, that's all. Thanks for spending some time with me. I really appreciate it, and I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. In the meantime, I'm wishing you a great, great day.